All right. Hello, everybody. Dr. Brad Nelson here, and I'm excited to be with you and share with you some of the things that are coming up this year. So let's go ahead and jump right over to this screen. So Gene and I are heading over to Europe last week in May, and in June, on the 2nd of June, we'll be doing an emotion code seminar in Copenhagen. Now, remember, if you're going to be over there for any of these, if you speak English, they're all going to be in English because I speak English. And then we'll have a translator that will translate those. We won't have any translation in Copenhagen because in Denmark, everybody speaks English, which is great. Germany will have German translation. That's going to be the body code, and that's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, June 8th through the 10th in Frankfurt, Germany. So we have people starting to come on here. Hello, Ahmed. And let's see here, June 16th to the 18th. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll be in Warsaw, Poland. And we'll be doing the emotion code and body code seminar there. And let's see here. Then we've got London right after that, June 24 and 25. So that's Saturday and Sunday. We'll be doing an emotion code and body code seminar in London. So if you're going to be over in Europe for any of these, then I hope you can join us. If you don't have your travel plans yet, well, make a travel plan and come on over. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let me take you to our event page here. And let's see here. Let me share this screen with you really quick. Here we go. So here's our, no, that's not it. Let's see here. Here it is right here. Okay, so this is our web page. And let me make sure that this is getting shared out to you. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see this. So this is at discoverhealing.com. And hi, everybody. We got lots more people coming up. Let's see here. Ahmed says, please come to Toronto. I would love to come to Toronto, actually. That would be really fun. And Dorota is in London. Hello. And Lenny is in Denmark. And of course, we're coming to Copenhagen. Joelle says, blessings, Dr. Brad, from the heart chakra of the world, Glastonbury, UK. Emotion code, body code practitioner, and deeply grateful for all that you are, all that you do and are. Namaste, beloveds. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, and Silvana, hello to you, and Miss Alex from Sweden, and Tatiana. Hello, everybody. So this is on our website at discoverhealing.com, right? So let me show you this really quick. If you go to, if you're on our website and you go to the events page, you just click there, okay? Just click that one. And we do have a live body code seminar coming up. I'm going to show you that one first. Okay. So this is the events page. Everything is listed on here. And so you can take a look at this. You'll see the first thing that's coming up is this virtual body code seminar in May. And this is going to be May, let's see here, virtual body code seminar. That's Friday, May 12th. Okay. From 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So what we'll be doing with that one is just showing you how the body code works, and we'll be working on volunteers, which is always the best part, right, of all of those. So you can get your tickets here for that. We have on Wednesday, the 17th of May, we've got a practitioner education program, Healing Our Legal Anxiety, May 2023. And that's presented by Ian Foster, who is our attorney that we work with. And also Josh is going to be on that as well, Josh Nelson. And you probably all know who Josh is. And then in June, here's our first event. This is going to be in Copenhagen, one of my favorite cities in the world. So charming and just so beautiful, and great food also, by the way. And so that's going to be Friday, June 2nd from 9 to 4. Okay. So you can learn the emotion code, get some hands-on training. If you're going to be over in Europe, or even if you're not, buy a ticket, come over. And then one of the big events we're going to be doing is in Frankfurt, Germany. We'll be learning, teaching the body code. This is a body code seminar, and it goes for 3 days. So this is a really in-depth training in the body code. Dr. Suzanne Hufnagel will be my translator for that and helper. So that'll be, all of these are given in English, right? Because I speak English. And I used to speak Italian too, but it's a little rusty now after all these years. So that's Frankfurt, Germany. So if you really want to get a in-depth 3-day training on the body code live, get a ticket and come over to Frankfurt and join us. Okay. So again, that's June 8th. That's Thursday, and then Friday, and then through Saturday, June 10th. So that's going to be a great event. It goes from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. So then we got a really busy June going on here. I will be in Warsaw, Poland, teaching an emotion code and body code seminar. So for this one, again, in English with Polish translation, it'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday will be emotion code. Saturday and Sunday will be body code. We had an amazing event there last time. And our last event in Frankfurt was also, amazing. These are just so much fun. And we have just such great people, like you, that come to these events. And then, so that's going to be at the Hotel Arch Polonaise in Warsaw. Again, I'm on the discoverhealing.com/events page. Okay. And you can get tickets and so on here. And then the 24th of June, we'll be doing an emotion code and body code seminar in London. Okay. Now this is going to be a little different because it's just 2 days. So these vary a little bit. We've got a 3-day body code in Frankfurt. We've got a 1-day emotion code and 2-day body code in Poland. And then this one in London is going to be emotion code 1 day and body code the next day. So you can get an awful lot just in 1 day. And of course, these are so fun because, I get to pull people out of the audience and test them, and, you get to see what's going on with other people, and you might get work done yourself. You never know. And you're going to learn how to do this so that you will get better at this. There's nothing like attending a live event to really kind of cement things in. And then towards the end of July, the 28th of July, this goes from Friday, the 28th at 8 a.m. till Saturday, the 29th of July at 5 p.m. This is called the Great Ore Festival. And like it says here, this is Europe's largest festival for fulfillment, business success, and sustainability. Tony Robbins is going to be there. I'll be speaking with him. You can see how big of a venue this is. I mean, it's just massive. So I'm really excited about this event. It's going to be super, super fun. So that takes us through July. In September, I will be speaking I'll be doing the Emotion Code event. Let's see here. And I'm sure we're going to be getting a lot of body code in here too. So it'll really be kind of both, but I'm going to save that for when we get there. But this is going to be at Omega Institute, and this is in Rhinebeck, New York. Now, if you've never been to the Omega Institute, it's really so beautiful. It's one of my favorite places to go, and I can't wait to go there this year because it's going to be so beautiful that time of the year, September. This was it was a girls, kind of a girls camp that years ago, Omega took it over. And so there are lots of little cabins and places to stay, and they have amazing food, and it's all vegetarian and so on. And it's just a really, really beautiful place, upstate New York. If you've never been there, you should come because it's just so gorgeous. And then in October, on the 14th of October, I'm going to be speaking at the Trinity Health Freedom Expo. And that goes from Saturday, 10 a.m. to Sunday. And this is October 14th and 15th till 5 p.m. And so this is a great event where you have people from all over the country that come, and we'll have different booths and things. And they've got a lot of booths at this event. And then I'll be speaking, just amazing. One of my favorite events. And for years, I didn't even know it existed until finally they contacted us and said, "Hey, you want to come?" And I said, yes. So then in November, I will be back in Switzerland at Basel, and I'll be doing the Find Your Flow Festival there. I'll be speaking at that event. And so there will be 40 speakers there. This is also a really fun event. I've done this before a number of times. And Basel is one of my favorite cities in the world. So fun stuff. And so that takes us through the end of the year. If you ever want to know if there are any other events that get slotted in here, or if we come up with an event kind of short notice, you can find it in here. So it's a good idea to check back here periodically. Okay. So I wanted to share that with you. And so just to recap really quick, hang on one second here. Here we go. And let's see. Okay. Here we go. So once again, we've got these major events going on in Europe this summer. The Emotion Code Seminar in Copenhagen, June 2nd. The Body Code in Frankfurt, 3 days of just Body Code, June 8th to the 10th in Frankfurt. And then we'll do Emotion Code and Body Code. So it'll be 1 day Emotion Code, 2 days Body Code. That's in Warsaw, Poland. Wonderful place, great people. I love the Polish people. They're just amazing. And then we'll be doing an Emotion Code and Body Code seminar in London. That's a 2-day event on the 24th and 25th. So that's what's happening right now. And the schedule, these are all locked in, but we may be adding events as the year goes on. And so, so stay tuned. All right. And so let's go back here, and I'll try to share some comments here from people. All right, let's see here. Some of these I read already. All right. And Tatiana says, hi, Dr. Bradley, come to Connecticut. Well, I'd like to come to Connecticut. I think that'd be fun. Miss Alex, hello from Sweden. Michael says, please come to Belso. I'm not sure where Belso is exactly. You'll have to tell me. I used to know, but now I don't. So the events calendar is at discoverhealing.com/events. Okay. San Diego. I would love to come to San Diego. And, and Michael says, please come to New Zealand. You know, I'd love to come back to New Zealand. I was there in 2010, and I can't believe that all these years have gone by. Of course, the COVID years are kind of lost years for all of us, right? It's like those years just kind of disappeared. Belka says hello from Tampa. I would love to go back to Australia. There's another event there. Link, and so these event links are in here. So let's see here. All right, let's see here. Miss Platinum says virtual seminars would work for me, not close to the UK. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing really quite like a live event though. Virtual events are fine. They're fine, but they don't really quite compare, I don't think, to a live event, although they're great. And it's a blessing we've been able to do them. Victoria says, so bizarre that I'm seeing this. Your name came up during my last coaching session with my client who was certified in this by you. This isn't my thing, but it's just interesting that it came up less than an hour ago. Also, it did cross my mind about getting a session on my hip. Well, good idea. And come to an event, Victoria. Let's see here. And Imka says, looking so much forward to the workshop in Copenhagen. Yes, Imka is our what would you say? She's our helper there in Copenhagen, helping us to put this thing on. So thank you, Imka. Thanks for being on. Great to see you. I'm looking forward to seeing you over there. And Gina says, Florida. I would love to come to Florida. Yes. Brenda says, I'm reading your book as you speak at my favorite coffee shop. Okay. Awesome. What an amazing world we live in, right? Where, we can communicate with each other this way. It's just so crazy. All right, let's see here. And Dorota says, is it okay to ask a question? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Marcel says, Holland. Well, you know what? We're going to be in Copenhagen. I would go to that one. That's as close this year probably as we're going to get. Kimberly says, can you come to Missouri, Kansas City, or Independence? Well, maybe this coming year, I would like to do more events here in the U.S. Donna says, please come to Northeast Iowa. I would like to do that. Alexandra says, we want you in Sweden. You know what? I am coming. I'm coming to Stockholm. We're not going to have enough time to do an event, but we are coming to Stockholm for a couple of days, and I'm going to try to do a book signing there at least. Okay. So So we'll keep you posted. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Clementina says, "Dear Dr. Nelson, come to Mexico and traducción in Spanish, please." Sure. I'd love to do that. I'm thinking that probably this coming year, we're going to be doing a lot more of these live events. Karen says, hello. Hello, Karen. Are you looking for any vouchers for your event in London? My staff will have to help you with that question. I don't know. Oh, maybe volunteers. Oh, it's volunteers. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you want to volunteer, reach out to our staff. I think that'd be a good idea. And actually, at any of these events, if you want to volunteer, let us know. You can just email support@discoverhealing.com about that. Melanie says, I really enjoyed the Emotion Code webinar you did last week. It was amazing. Thank you for allowing me to volunteer. Oh, good. Well, thank you for volunteering. Yeah. So listen, I've got about, I have 13 minutes. Then I have another meeting I have to jump on. But if you have any questions or anything, you got a burning question you want to ask me about anything at all, fire away. And I'll try to answer your questions. And for those of you that just joined us, let me just share one more time that we've got, excuse me, we have these big events coming up in Europe. And if you go to discoverhealing.com/events, you can sign up for these. Copenhagen, June 2nd, Frankfurt, June 8th to the 10th, Warsaw, Poland, June 16 to 18, and June 24 to 25, the Emotion Code Seminar and Body Code Seminar in London. Okay. All right. And the Introvert Healer says, another vote for a Southern Hemisphere event, please. Yeah, Southern Hemisphere. Mm-hmm. We're thinking about that, actually talking about that just a little while ago. So, okay. Ms. Platinum says, will you get us a quick summary of the Emotion Code and the Body Code Plus benefits? All right. Great idea. So let me share with you. Let's see here. Hold on a minute. Let's do this. Let's go to the Body Code really quick. And I will, let's see. Let me see here. Discover Healing. I think, yeah, this is it right here. There we go. That's in German. Hold on. Let me translate that back to English really quick. See if you guys, there you go. You can all see this now. All right. So the Emotion Code is, it's really about one thing. And there we go. There's the Emotion Code chart. So the Emotion Code is about finding and removing the emotional baggage that you have. And what is emotional baggage? Well, emotional baggage is it consists of the energy of those emotional experiences that you've been through where the experience wasn't completed. In other words, when you start to feel an emotion, you go through this little process. I call it the emotional loop. Okay. When something happens, you see something, you hear something, you think something, an emotional response starts to happen. And when that emotion starts to be felt, that frequency is being created by your body. And as you start to feel that emotion, you might think the thoughts and feel the feelings that go along with that. Most of the time, what happens is that emotion is felt, and then we kind of allow it to just dissipate naturally and go away, so that the message of that emotion has been delivered and that loop has been closed and that emotional experience is done. But sometimes we interfere with that emotional loop. Sometimes we don't want to allow ourselves to feel an emotion, so we stuff it. And that keeps that loop open. And so the energy of that emotion remains suspended in the body. And a trapped emotion is like a little ball of energy from about the size of a baseball to about the size of a softball. Or if an emotion is coming up and you decide to become really intensely involved with it and you enhance that energy, that can also create an open loop, so that that emotional process has been interrupted and now that energy is suspended in your body. So the Emotion Code is just a way to find and remove those suspended energies. We call them trapped emotions that are in your body. Now, the Body Code, on the other hand, differs because, well, first of all, it does include the Emotion Code. It's in here. You've got trapped emotions. You've got the whole thing. They're all in here, see? But the body code is also everything else really that I've ever found that can go wrong in the body. And so that can include things like pathogens. You might just have the energy of a pathogen, or you might have a pathogen, maybe a parasite or mold or whatever it might be. You might have a misalignment of something. Maybe it's a misalignment of a bone that's in your head, right? Or maybe it's something, a problem that you have with a tooth. Maybe you've got a bone that's a tooth that's misaligned. Anyway, the body code takes you wherever you need to go. And the whole point behind the body code is that your subconscious mind knows exactly what's wrong with you and exactly what you need in every detail. And it will tell you what you need. And you can use the body code to, it's kind of like an interface really for the subconscious mind. So here we have a nutrients page. It looks just like the emotion code page. So you can ask, is this nutrient that I need in column A or column B? Is it an odd row or an even row? Same thing. So there's really nothing else like it in the world. And I'd love to take credit for it, but I just work here. And, this really came from the higher power through me. But it has almost nothing to do with me, except for the fact that I'm the teacher, right? That's my job, is to just teach you all what can be done. And so you can find all kinds of things, including toxins, recreational drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, vaccines, all kinds of things. It's all about energy medicine, really. And it's all about giving a voice to that internal computer within each one of us that is so vastly intelligent. It knows exactly what we need. And we now have an interface for it. So we think this is going to change the world. I mean, think about it. I have a laptop in front of me. What's the interface? Well, the interface is the screen, partly because I can see things there. It's also the keyboard, right, where I can type things in. If I look at my phone, what's the interface there? Well, there's my wife on there, but what's the interface? It's the screen, and then it's got little icons that I can touch, right? So that it's a touch interface. The subconscious mind is also a computer. Now, I was a computer programmer years ago, starting back in 1980. Okay, so I'm really, really old, and and that helped me to unravel this mystery. Really, the subconscious mind is a computer, but it's a binary computer as far as its interface is concerned. In other words, the subconscious mind can answer any question that you want, provided that the question that you're asking can be answered with a yes or a no. And so, but that's okay, because by asking yes or no questions, we can arrive at whatever we need to arrive at. So hopefully that helps. So as you know, the body code, let's go to Amazon.com really quick, and we'll go to the body code. So you can see the body code is on here. This is the new book. Looks like this, right? This just came out the 21st of February. So if you don't have a copy yet, you should get yourself one. And we've got 4.6 out of 5 stars. So I'm told that that's about as good as you can ever get. Even if you write an absolutely perfect book, you will never have 100%. 5 stars, because there's always going to be someone that disagrees or whatever. So now Walanya works for us. Okay, works for me. She just posted this. She says, Michael, if you're new to energy healing, I recommend you check out our free 14-day challenge that will walk you through how to release trapped emotions using the emotion code. And this is, a lot of people don't know about this, but maybe you can post the link for that on there, Walanya, so everybody can see that. This is a new thing that we came up with, and you get a video every day and some instructions every day, and that's how that works. Now, the audio book, Dorota has a question. As far as the audio version of the body code, does the audiobook come with a PDF file? And yes, it absolutely does. We put that together with the publisher. Okay, so absolutely great idea. Let's see. Miss Platinum says taking care of emotion in the body naturally without chemical pills, right? Well, yeah. I mean, I believe there's always probably going to be a need for Western medicine. I mean, people are always going to be breaking things and hurting themselves and needing surgery, right? And drugs they can be really, really, really helpful, right? Typically for short-term use. But the problem is, I don't know, before COVID happened, prescription drugs were the third leading cause of death, at least in the United States. And those were drugs that were taken according to the prescription, right? Third leading cause of death. So I don't know. I mean, all bets are off now since all of the stuff's gone on over the last couple of years. What the number one leading cause of death or the third leading cause of death is, I really don't know. But anyway, yeah. So here we go. Here's our emotion code challenge link. It's discoverhealing.com/emotion-code-challenge. And that'll walk you through in 14 days. It'll walk you through the process step by step, how to find and release trapped emotions, how to get answers from the subconscious mind. And we teach you also about the heart wall and how you can start releasing trapped emotions from that as well. So it's a really great way to start. If you're brand new to this, I think that's where I would start. Karen says, I'm excited and planning to get certified. I wish there were a payment plan. Well, yeah, we don't offer payment plans actually. But what you can do is what a lot of people do is they'll apply for a credit card, because you can get a lot of credit cards now that have like a year interest free. And then you can put your certification on that and then pay it off in a year and you don't owe any interest, which I think is kind of cool. So anyway, I am out of time, but it's been great to talk with all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope to see a lot of you over in Europe for some of these events this summer. So take care and thanks for being on, and we'll talk again. See ya.